Our group focuses on monitoring tools and how the monitoring tools would be able to help make the policy environment or the legal framework more effective. So, the key concepts are government having a memorandum of understanding, a memorandum of agreement together with CSOs to be able to develop IT-based tools, such as, for instance, SMS, like in Jakarta and also here in the Philippines. And then the tools should be easy to use. Therefore, it would be very easy to localize the tools to make more people participate. Next, one size fits all. It doesn't necessarily mean that these are the prescribed tools that you must use, but it would provide you with enough flexibility to adapt. So in case you want to localize tools, either in any region, country, city, municipality, or district, you may be able to do so. Because what we want is for more people to be able to participate. So, having said that, we hope that the outcome would lead to a better and more responsive policy environment, greater grassroots involvement and participation, have a more accessible and updated database that would actually be able to show us the strengths, the weaknesses, or the gaps. So eventually what we can come up with is a country action plan that would be able to make the policy more stronger, procurement better. Ultimately, what we really want to see is for the government to be able to efficiently and effectively deliver basic services for all sectors of society.
We are the processor group. Um, and also because we had a lucky woman from the Mongolian here, so we are the lucky group, lucky processor group. If you see that there is a circle here, there's an arrow, double arrow. This is our goal to maintain and improve the engagement, and then it could be reached or attained by the develop more monitors in procurement, and also there will be a concrete mechanism for what is it? Yes, civil society engagement, and then also formulated a concrete mechanism for GSOs participation in the process of procurement, and then there will be provided transparency and get political will, and then demystified knowledge information for the citizen to take action in the procurement, and then also there will be the dissemination of broad engagement to reach or to attain the maintain and improve of the engagement in the procurement, and then it could be such a processor to make it all happen. I think that's all. Thank you. Thank you, my colleagues.
We have these current initiatives right now from the different groups in the different countries. And what we wanted to do was to continue, sustain, and amplify all the different efforts and initiatives in procurement monitoring. And how do we do this? The first thing, the last person to come to us is the most basic that we need to do in order to continue, sustain, and amplify. And he said that we need to sell procurement reform to the masses. Okay? Basically, our reading is that the common people, the citizens, either are apathetic to what's happening in procurement, to the corruption that's happening there, to the misuse of funds, that they don't want to participate anymore. Others don't know how they can. They want to, but they don't know how they can participate in procurement reforms. So some of us said that we need to broker partnerships or cooperation among stakeholders. Okay? Partnerships in terms of sharing expertise, sharing knowledge amongst different organizations, okay? And share, maintain, and support the network engagement. And in all of this, we saw that we need resources. And resources means money, funds, people, and institutions. Basically, we agreed that from now until onwards in the future, we need to keep our fire that is already burning, right? So that's it. Sustaining, continuing, and amplifying our initiatives and efforts.
Actually, we're wearing different tags. If you can see over here, some are wearing like capacity building, putting more quality into capacity building, procurement, CSO procurement networks funding would need resources, and others were actually more on solve the lack of resources in the funding initiatives. So we came to this point here, actually having two idea thoughts. But I think one is sort of like related to each other. If you believe in what you are doing, like for the procurement networks to actually, have fire or be alive, you really need, the honey, which is the money. So, and how do we actually, get to the honey or the pot of honey is basically to identify where are the possible funding solutions. Instead of just, just knocking on donor door, perhaps. We're thinking of maybe more innovative schemes, such as maybe a percentage of the sale of the bidding documents, and then maybe a percentage of a project budget. Maybe it's already enveloped or a part and parcel of that monitoring and evaluating the success of a procurement project. And maybe some would be, given by donors, and others would probably be matched by the private sector. But all in all, what we have, all different sources can be pulled together to form like a trust fund that is independently managed, not just by one CSO, but different CSOs, and not the private sector managing it, but an independent body that doesn't have a direct interest in the honey. So how will it be spent? It's basically to address the capacity building issues, maybe in the form of activities. I will, it's activity costs, maybe training, maybe research. Maybe it can, toying on the idea that it can probably be in a sub-grant or some sorts or whatever. Or even as deployment of observers in the field to reimburse their basic transport costs and incidentals that are actually required to do that. To this date, we still have no money. Just a lot of ideas. That's it. Thank you.
The first thing that we noticed, aside from capacitating the Bids and Awards Committee, the civil service societies, organizations, still there's still a failure, or there's failure of bidding, or there are still problems or issues that arise. Why? Because of the approval of contract based on the head of the procuring entity or the approving authority. So this is one of the issues that is continuously being asked to our office. So to capacitate the head of the procuring entity or those which has the authority to approve contracts. So I think this is one of the priority issues that we need. This is very particular with local government units and ensuring full compliance with the law, and they will be able, of course, after that, be accountable with what they have observed, what they have feed with the agents or with the procuring entity. So thank you.